How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We got some shit. It's gonna be great. All right. How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are having a great time. That was the Sucky Sucky song. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually use that, but that's just a combination of sampling quite a few things from Tech Town, just kind of as a little joke there. So it's pretty great trying to see what I can get away with in Suno. And again, always pushing the boundaries, always saying the limits of what can be created. It's a great time. Anyways, glad the storm's fucked off tonight. Oh yeah, so me too. I lost power last night, like early in the morning, and then I guess late, early. I don't know, whatever your fucking terminology is. I was still up for quite a while. I lost power several times after that, actually, but it is what it is. It's fine. Today we are gonna be creating. We're gonna be having a great time. And we're going to do a little bit that's going to be fun about some of the shit that's been happening. Now, man, there's a lot that happened yesterday. There's a lot of people that are very upset that I called out their terrible art and the bad shit that they were doing, and just making it very clear that a lot of it's fucking garbage. So they were extremely upset about that. They mauled it out. Lots of people, trying to talk about shit that they shouldn't be talking about. It's just, they're salty. They're angry. Didn't want to understand what I was trying to say. And admittedly, I wasn't the most coherent, but at the same time, a lot of intentionally ignoring the points and not understanding that. That's fine, you know. If they want to keep their heads in the sand, that's totally fine. We're gonna do something, and I've already kind of worked on it a little bit. It's gonna be a great time, mainly talking about VTube types, and especially in light of what has happened, what has transpired. So we're gonna be just throwing something across the board at VTubing, because man, it's getting really sad and getting really pathetic. That's also, by the way, why I created these stupid fucking frogs in the first place, is to like make fun of it. So last time, we're gonna have a frog on here. Yeah, we're done with these after this stream. We're not doing these anymore. But yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh no, anime OC theater kids are mad. I know, it's great. It's great. We're gonna all right. We're gonna kind of go through, and we're gonna work on this video. It's a great time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I already know, we're gonna touch on all different types of people that want to have this. Theater and Kid VTubers is the title of this video, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys what we got already. This one's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That is good. That is good. We're gonna slap this in here so you guys can kind of get an idea of where we're at. That one should not be first. Which one's first? This one's first. Okay, so we're gonna reorder these real quick. Okay, boom. No, that was correct with the dude. We got this. We got this. And this. No. Oops. And then you guys will be able to see the intent of what we have going. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
Time to use my experience in theater from art college.
I'm gonna be a badass dragon lift born in a nebula with an admiral jacket, and I'll use a voice changer too, so girls wanna fuck.
No, my character needs to be skinny. It can't be fat at all.
No, my character needs giant tits.
You ain't got no hope in that department, you crack horde bitch.
I want to be a lolly character to bait people like me.
I'm gonna be a pirate!
Oh god. Oh, it's so good. Oh, all right. So we're gonna continue in this vein for a little bit, and it's gonna be a great time. And then we're gonna push this out, and it's gonna be excellent. And we're gonna talk a little bit about some other generation stuff and other stuff that I've kind of come up with, and show you kind of how we do stuff. But we're gonna get this done. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Making fun, Brando, you can absolutely look. You just real software pirate. It could be software pirate. You know, he LARPs as a gay furry wizard, so you know it could be quite a few different people. This yeah. So we have that. There's also been some creations from the community. Let me pull this up real quick, because there was one that was pretty excellent. Let me find it real quick. Where was it? I think it was this one.
Hey, nut sampler.
Uh-huh.
my pussy. Oh my lord, what is that? 5-foot horse car staring back. Oh my lord, I need that. I feel empty, I need that. Take my bussy from the back, grab that gerbil, rip it out, ram that dildo up my butt. Take my bussy. Take my bussy. Praise the Lord, I love that. Catch my gerbil, he runs fast. Something's missing. What is that? Grab that parcel, rip it out. Dragon dildo flopping out. Oh my lord, I need that. Grab your belt and strap it up. Take my bussy.
It's so good. It's so good. You love the dance moves. You wish you were that good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Also, by the way, every time you see a white name, it's people that have blocked you. So we have Silas, who I guess is just a giant fucking pussy, who can't handle, oh no, I made fun of all of his little friends. Oh no, the person that's named Don Penis Bongwater doesn't like you. Or what your community is creating. And roasted what people make. Oh no, how terrible. Psychro, the gay gas mask kid, Kenny, one of those stupid fucking admins in Papella. Like it's amazing, it's astounding. If they all blocked me, that would be hilarious to me. But yeah, they are not having a good time right now. They are not having a good time. They talking shit about keep my don't watch any of my videos ever again. I never asked for your opinion. It's like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch what I want to watch. I'm gonna roast what I want to roast. And if you're gonna be that fucking weak, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of amazing. That's what the P stands for. The more you know. Yeah, well, it's in my pseudo. It's absolutely incredible. The lengths that these people will go to be offended. Listen, they do it's the same fucking playbook as all of these other liberal creators getting mad, wanting to get back at somebody, doing all these gay ops. It's the same fucking playbook. They are no different than anybody in like the Hassan sphere or anything like that. They really aren't, because it's the same tactics. You want to know how you don't act like that? You say, okay, fine, and then ignore and never have anything to do with it again. That's how you do it. You don't crash out. You don't write dissertations. Oh my god, hold on. There was somebody that made a whole like where was this? We actually do need to look at this, because there's no way this was made like seriously. There's absolutely no way that somebody is this unbelievably autistic. Where is it? It's back up here. Holy shit. We're going back up. We're going back. I'm back into time. We're gonna find it. Aha, this one. This stupid bitch. So, I don't care about your little opening. Guys, when I say that they're theater kids, I'm literally not even joking. Literally not even joking. It's amazing. Toxic positivity is as dead as a bot. They dox. Some of them have tried to dox me poorly, but they have tried to dox me, which is absolutely astounding. It's absolutely amazing. That looks so gay. Oh, it is insufferable and gay. We're going to listen to just a little bit about this, but like, if you're trying to say that you weren't theater kids that are just LARPing all the time, you can't put this up. You can't put this up. We're going to just listen to a little bit because it's so insufferable. Here, and we'll touch on why everything is super cringe. We're going to do our video, and then we'll move on to the leering portion of it. So, God, she wrote this. Somebody actually sat down and wrote this and thought this was actually going to be, this wasn't going to be ripped apart. The random Nux grift. They always put Nux in everything. They always put Leaflet. They always put a whole bunch of fucking people in this shit just because they wanna crowd it with as many tags as they can to try and be relevant. That's all that they do. Like, in their entire community, by the way, they're called the Sky Bros. Like, if Sky Bros didn't exist, you guys wouldn't exist. You don't have anything original. Your entire namesake is based off of another creator, which is just grifting and clout farming. Like, that's all it is. It's amazing. It truly is amazing to me that they can't see, and they never will. Let's be real. They never will get that, and that's fine, right? And if you want to still be a part of their community, I don't have a problem with that. Just don't bring their shit in, over here. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, we're gonna continue. Oh, night night. Love you. Okay. Sky Bros, that's gayer than the picture. Oh, yeah. Sky Bros, not Brows. He also, he already disavowed the community, said that he no longer is in charge. He stepped away from it and let it be a found thing because he didn't want to be, responsible for it. But hey, guess what, buddy? Unfortunately, you are responsible for it because they use your name. They use your name. You can't say Sky Bros is different from Sky Bros. Everyone knows exactly what they're talking about. They say Sky Bros Cinematic Universe. It's so cringe. Let's listen to a little bit about this, and this I think will kind of finalize the entire problem with these people. First off, this whole thing is so gay. Don't. It's so gay. Anyways, continuing.
Has been having a few growing pains lately, and I want to talk about a subject that's important to me. I've been a writer and a reader and a member of communities full of writers my entire.
Saying that you've been a writer and a reader and with writers for a long time, none of that matters. None of that matters in any way, shape, or form. That is probably the most worthless thing that you can tell somebody, is that you're a writer and you've been writing and that you've been doing this for such a long time. Because writing, it doesn't matter. It's like if someone says that they have a degree in journalism, it doesn't matter to me. It does not matter at all. Reading is hard. It is.
Entire life, and so constructive criticism is a subject that has come up a lot. So here are some summaries of.
And also, let's also be very conscious of this, of when she says that constructive criticism has been a part of her in her entire life. Let's also be very clear, and let's very much understand the spaces that this person has existed in, and we can tell based on their avatar and the communities that they're a part of exactly the type of Renaissance fair type LARPers that she has been a part of, in the exact type of theater kid mentality that just will give people so many passes for so much trash. Just because you've been in these situations, it literally does not matter. Then the constructive criticism has not been actual constructive criticism at all. You don't know what people being constructive truly means. Anyways,
my thoughts. I might expand on these. I might just read the script I wrote. I did.
No way they call it cinematic universe. Oh, they do. Oh, no, they do. They really, really do.
Script this out because I wanted to make sure that I articulated myself fully. So here we go. So I've
articulated yourself fully. Okay.
Been in fandom spaces for decades, and I'm seeing parallels between the.
I also love the fact that this horrible, shitty piece of art, it technically it's art, right? AI art is art, but this is bad art is still bad art, and this is still very cringe, extremely cringe. And saying you've been in a fandom space, immediately I no longer you have invalidated anything you have to say, because saying that you've been in fandoms, like, yeah, I bet you've been in the Sherlock fandom, I bet you've been in Harry Potter, I bet you've been in all these Tumblr spaces, I bet you've been in all of them. It is. I don't think that I could have done something better to highlight just how atrocious all of these people are and how insufferable a lot of these people are. And then listen, there's some good people in there. There's some good people, and some people go in there to enjoy and have a good time, and that's fine. But man, they do not help their cause.
Those experiences and certain discussions that are being had in the Sky Bros community right now. These discussions revolve around art, criticism, and how to build a healthy community. I want to share my perspective on these matters, and hopefully someone will find it useful.
I don't find it useful.
Here is my thesis.
Also, if you're gonna write it down and you're gonna scroll up and then you're gonna read at the top, at least oh man, there's a reason. There's a reason for quite a few things.
Should I, and this is my personal decision, should I call out bad art?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. If somebody tapes a banana to the wall and somehow that has value, I think that's bad art. It's art, I guess, but it's bad art. And the first person that does it, maybe it's considered art. The second person that does it, it's just annoying, and you're going to be asked to leave. So, yeah, credit to Nipple, who said that yesterday. But it's you can call out bad art. You can't just be. You can call out when it's bad. When you. Okay.
No, I choose to call out the good in the art and help it to grow.
Okay, if you only call out the good in art, if all you do is call out the good, then and you don't say anything about the bad, what are you doing? You're not telling people where they fucked up. You're positively and positively reinforcing something. I I can't stand this much longer, so we're gonna go for just a little bit longer, and then we'll be out of this fucking shithole. Because holy fuck.
AI art is art because a human is involved in the making of it. It is a product of the human mind and expression of creativity, no matter how halting, how immature, or how sloppy. Art is inherently subjective. Saying that any piece of art is objectively bad is simply bad criticism.
No. No, you can't tell me that whatsoever. No. No. You can't say that. You can't. Listen. You know what? You know what? Just to prove a point, let's I'm going to draw Sonic really quick. Let's do yep, and then we'll just do woo. And then we got woo, and then we got that. We got an eye, and then we got like there we go, and then we're going to use the paint bucket and boom. Oh, that's not what I want. Boom. Oh. And then let's see here. Let's try and close the gaps here. So there's a gap right here. We'll close that real quick. Excellent. We'll close this gap right here. Perfect. Now we can use the paint bucket so we can cheat a little bit. All right. Awesome. And then there you go. There's that. And then here we're going to go and we're going to have like an eye, right? And then we have, a little red shoe and a little red shoe, right? We can all tell that this is somehow fucking Sonic. You can't tell me that's good. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that it's good because it's not. This is bad. This is bad. It is shit. Is it art? Somewhere. But is it shit? It is shit. And I created it. I am telling you that art can be shit. And that's not just because I hate what I do, but art can be shit. Don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me that art can't be bad. Art can absolutely be terrible. You stupid cunt. All right.
You can say with all fairness, I don't care for this art, or this art is not for me, or
I'm going to ignore everything else that you have to say because you are not understanding that art can objectively be terrible. In fact, even AI art can objectively be terrible. It truly can. And I know that a lot of these people don't understand how to actually create and have gone through the struggles, first off, of actually trying to create AI stuff from the very beginning. It's extremely obvious. I don't know how many times people have said that they don't know what stable diffusion is or anything like that. And so let's see. Let me find the folder. Where is my folder of garbage? Here it is. Here's my folder of trash. So let's see. Where's some older ones? I mean, I did curate a lot of these. That is gonna be fair. This is objectively bad. This is objectively bad because of just how fucking skewed a lot of things are. And if you want to say, oh no, I see value in it, this is objectively a bad generation. This is objectively bad. This can be so much better, and this is also very, very old. And this used to be, what you struggled with to try and get something decent. And but this is objectively not great. Where's another one? An icon that I originally made. This is objectively bad. Deck top. It's not correct. It is wrong. There is a lot of detail that is incorrect. It was very low resolution. There is quite a bit that is bad about it. I have been working with AI art for a tremendous amount of time, and I can tell you that there's a lot that is objectively terrible. In some things I have saved because it's like, okay, that's kind of neat in a way. I don't even know why I saved this one, but this is objectively terrible. I don't even know what's happening except for there's feet and there's just a bunch of artifacts up here. There's also been a lot of times where it will objectively insert way too much detail and people think that that actually adds value to it, and it does not. It does not. I can objectively say if something is terrible, and especially audio, I can tell if something is objectively terrible. Speaking of saying if something is objectively terrible, let's you know what? Here, let me show you something. Let me just prove a little point, and then we'll move on. We'll get out of this zone, and we'll do something else. Fix it in Photoshop. Why don't I make 4chan memes? I could. It hasn't been a focus. What is this one? Okay, I apologize, everybody, for the audio that you just listened to, but you cannot objectively tell me that that art was good. That is objectively horrible. That is objectively miserable and shit. You cannot fucking tell me that it was good. And also, for the record, there are a tremendous amount of people that have objectively made terrible, not just they made a bad decision with the generation that they chose. They didn't even do basic quality checks in what they created to know whether or not a generation was fucked up to begin with. So yeah, when I say that things are objectively bad, there's a lot of things that are objectively bad. And if you want to if you want to think that everything is good because you're used to, Ren Fair, DeviantArt, Sonic OC bullshit, Theater Kid things that's where you're at, fine, you can like everything under the sun. But yeah, I'm vastly more realistic with what is actually decent, what people will actually listen to, what's actually going to get out there, and how people can actually grow. Because I've grown quite a few things. I've torpedoed every single one of them, either from moving or losing interest, and then I just let it wither and die. But I have still grown. That's my problem, right? That is my problem. That's a problem in my mind. But I have actually done that. I have done the hard work to grow things from nothing with no money in a great many ways. And yeah, I kind of know what the fuck I'm talking about with a lot of this. So I'm really sick of a lot of these people. I have no desire to really engage with them. The only big thing that I have is if they keep going at the trajectory that they're going, and they think that they're gonna dox and do all of this shit, that's gonna nuke everything that you guys have. Not from me, right? Not from my perspective. But you think you're some positive community, this, that, and the other, then you're running around doxing people, and you're trying to fuck with other people just because you got criticized and people don't like what you created or give you valid feedback as to why something sucks dick. If you're going to get that fucking butthurt about it, your community won't exist. It's going to be gone. It's not gonna last more than a few months. I promise it's going to go down the fucking drain, and you are not going to see any of the growth that you guys think you're going to. So, yeah. Crash you because you don't understand opt-in. No, that's not what happened. That's not at all what happened. That's not at all what happened. If that's your takeaway, if that truly is your takeaway, then you are irredeemable. You are incapable of understanding the actual issues at hand. So that's totally fine. That is totally fine. And yeah, have fun with that. Have fun with that. Then why am I still talking about them? Because it's funny, and that's all it is. Oh, look at all these people trying to go to Twitch to try and do shit. That's actually fucking hilarious. That truly is absolutely astounding that they think that they're just going to go to Twitch to try and talk shit. That's hilarious. Amazing. Asobi, have fun with these people if you see it. Have fun with it. Have fun. Carte blanche. Twitch is faking it. Yeah, no, it is. No, I know it is. Okay, so we're going to continue with our amazing advertisement as to the what VTubers currently are, and it's going to be a fantastic time. I am. We're going to get pretty deep into this. We're going to get some additional assets. It's going to be fun. And then we're going to move on from these assholes and keep doing our own thing. Like I've always done. Sorry, I just changed the battery on the headset. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Excellent. Trailer Park Sofa cannot end badly. Oh, it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. As if Leaflet won't want to be in their toxic community. She's already been there, done that. Yeah, it's no one like you guys want to dox. You guys want to do all that shit. You guys want to throw a hit. Like, if you don't like what I do, you don't like what I said, then you don't need to be here. You could see yourself out. You don't need to be here. And if you keep being here, then that's your decision to continue to endure punches. Be the adult and see yourself out. This is my space. Have fun. Anyways, we're going to continue with this. Excellent. Cool. And then you guys, so now you get, this is amazing. You fuckers want to try and threaten Kiwi Farms. Guys, I don't think you understand the damage that you're causing yourself. You guys want to come in here and try and dox and threaten and all of that shit just because I don't like what a lot of you create. That is the most pussy shit that you could possibly have. You guys want to, throw doxes. There's a death threat. Yep, there's a death threat from X. Excellent. You guys want to have all that? That's fine. But just know, nobody is going to want to be a part of your extraordinarily toxic community. You guys are no different from Hassan or any of these other liberal fucking shitholes, because you're doing the exact same thing. Just ignore what I do and leave. That's all you got to do. That's it. It's simple. It's easy. That's easy. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. You guys can ignore me. That's fine. It's amazing. Making shit up. You can think that things are being made up all you want, buddy. You can think that things are going to get made up. That's fine. And by the way, I can see how absurdly autistic you are, because you have we're gonna remove you because you have gone to Twitch and now you're on YouTube. Get over yourself, buddy. I don't care what you have to say. Why am I going to show DMs? Why am I going to show all of that shit? Why would I do that? What would I have to gain for all of it? I'm not doing that. You guys are beyond crazy because I'm making fun of, or I have made fun of what that was 5 hours of me roasting a bunch of videos, and you can't handle that, so now you're just going to crash out and you're going to keep doing that. That's fine. That's fun. Night Owl. Oh no, I know Night Owl just got banned on Twitch. No, and I know I just got rid of him too. He wants to just be salty. Again, if you don't like what I do, you don't like me, leave. I'm not forcing you to be here. We're here to make stupid memes and shit post. Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but you guys are trying to argue and think you're going to cancel somebody whose name is Don Penis Bongwater. I don't know where you guys think that that's somehow going to magically improve things. I'm astounded that people can't don't have a couple neurons firing between their brains to realize that it's wasted. It's going to make things worse. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, if you don't like it, then you don't need to be here. That's it. That's all it is. It's really simple. All right. We are going to continue, and we're going to make some more shit with Seed Dance 2. Now, I've done this scene already. I'm not going to redo this fucking scene. The reason I'm not going to redo this scene, because holy shit, a lot of people... Man, okay, Seed Dance 2... Seed Dance 2 is an absolutely a phenomenal model and thing that we can use to actually create. It's a lot of fun. It's really, really good. Lips, it is everything that Veo 3 was as a disruptor, but better. The only downside to Seed Dance 2 is that it is 720p, not 1080p. You can upscale it with a third-party upscaler to something to 1080p if you really want to. And you can go up to 15 seconds instead of just 8 seconds. I'm doing 8 seconds so I can use on unlimited generations. But what I discovered this evening is there are certain prompts with Seed Dance 2 on any platform. It is not just on Higgsfield. It is also on OpenArt, and then also on Yapper. On those various platforms, you can indeed get NSFW. There is it's not great. It's not great. It only really generated titties. It only generated titties. I didn't get anything beyond that, but that absolutely was not my intent to have some fucking zombie fucking thing with tits. Just be warned. There are certain prompts that you can actually get NSFW. So use that knowledge however you want. It's a good time. Woot for NSFW, bring on the horse schlong. Yeah, you could probably do that. Absolutely. AI whiz. Listen, I showed people exactly how I do everything. It's not, there's no secret to what I do. You guys, if you want to do what I do, then fine. You can do exactly what I do. It's not fucking difficult, but people don't. So it is what it is. It's great. Imagine not wanting surprise tits in your AI. I don't care if there's surprise tits in the AI. I care specifically if I'm streaming. And in that regard, I am not going to be using the prompt that was unfortunately giving me a lot of generations with that. So, YouTube cares about surprise tits. They absolutely do. Absolutely do. Absolutely. Okay. Let's look. Let's get our next generations. Let's kind of look at what we got so far. So, yeah, this is our little our little looking at VTubers here.
Time to use my experience in theater from art college.
I'm gonna be a badass dragon lift born in a nebula with an admiral jacket, and I'll use a voice changer too, so girls want to fuck.
No, my character needs to be skinny. It can't be fat at all.
No, my character needs giant tits.
You ain't got no hope in that department, you crack horde bitch.
I want to be a lolly character to bait people like me.
I'm gonna be a pirate!
That's where we're at. It's excellent. It's excellent. Does the V in VTuber stand for virgin? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I really hope Tectone covers this unemployed situation. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, little man wants to be a pirate. Pirate Software. He wanted to be a little furry wizard. So, lots of them. It does not discriminate with who is extremely unfortunate and wants to VTube. All right, let's. Okay, so we have that. I need to get. I'm trying to think of the next scene. Also, by the way, See Dance 2 always at the end of your prompt always have no music in scene. If you do not have that or something to that effect that is explicitly telling it to not add music, you're gonna get music. It's gonna ruin whatever you're going for, and it's not going to carry over. There is also quite a few ways where you can get a lot of the people to show up. There's quite a few tricks that you can do with Seed Dance 2 in order to try and get some consistency as far as audio, characters, locations, even motion. But you can't. The music is one thing that you can't really carry over, and you kind of want to do your music in Suno anyway to kind of like get what you want in each scene. So. Amazing. All right. Let's do one of these and boop. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Perfect. Remember who owns YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they hunger for pennies. They really, really do. All right. And then we're also going to do... And excellent. Is, hey, Shorzy, are you around, by the way? I don't know if Shorzy is here. I bet he's fucking drunk playing, Crimson Desert again. Would not doubt that. Okay. Without, yeah, there's no fucking. We're not saying who they are, and there's no need to do that. It's a mentality. It's absolutely a mentality. I need Okay. I'm trying to think of the quintessential kid. Just like that would be, I need a gas mask. Just because they think it's edgy. So many of these fucking people put gas masks on their characters. It's so stupid. And they just accessorize their characters to shit, and it's like, what are you doing? It's so gay. It's so cringe. It's band kids, yeah. Yeah. Gas mask sucking on farts. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good one. That's a fantastic one. Thank you. That's excellent. Excellent. You see a sparse mustache? Very, very much have a full beard. Contrary to what you see in this little image, but yes, it unfortunately, and I'm fairly certain because this setup, and I know Burnt Peanut uses something that's similar to it, that he probably doesn't have facial hair because it does poke through no matter what you do. It's just a nature of using Lens Studio or whatever the fuck you're using for it. Doesn't really matter. Will a box understand a fart box? Probably. Human centipede gas masks? Oh, that's a really good one. Oh my lord, that's amazing. Kids who never wore mop gear. If you have to spend an hour in chemical suit and gas mask with gloves over boots, fuck that so hard, almost as bad as burning shit. No, it's terrible. Oh no, it's miserable. I went through. So there was a training facility near where I lived, and they were trying to always get civilians for to come in and be like hostage shit. And this, I was like 18 or 19 at the time, and I needed money, and it was easy money, and you were just there for like 3 hours, and then the SWAT would practice like breaching and shit, and then you would just be there. And I think it was in El Monte down there in California. And yeah, there was a one time I do distinctly remember that they gave me and a whole bunch of other people gas masks when they were trying to do CS gas shit. And I made the mistake. I was the dumbass that lifted the gas mask after like 20 minutes because it was so fucking uncomfortable. And I learned real quick why you shouldn't do that. But that shit is super fucking uncomfortable. It's not hardcore. It's not edgy. It's just uncomfortable shit you have to endure to not die or not suffer. That is the only reason why you wear it in the first place. And people think they go to fucking, they take like the painter's masks and they put lights and shit and they go to raves. And I've been to plenty of those. And I've seen lots of that. It's just stupid, edgy kid shit. Super edgy kid shit. No, like it was absolutely, it really was a horrible experience. If you guys haven't been through tear gas, then I do not recommend it. I do not recommend it. The worst part is that when they force the mask back on you, your mask is now full of fucking gas too, and like so then it's just sitting there and you're just suffering, and it was terrible. Oh, that was an awful experience. So yeah, people that think that gas masks are hard and shit, it's so stupid. Takes off gas mask to use inhaler. Oh no. You're glad the worst you dealt with was OC spray? Ooh, better be full of gas than your vomit. I mean, that's true. That is really true. That I have seen more than a few people puke their fucking guts from OC spray. I haven't seen people throw up in their fucking mat. The only thing that frame of reference that I have for any of that is just I think it was Generation Kill when the reporter puts on his shit and he forgets to spit his dip before he puts on his mask and he has to swallow his dip. That was like, okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't need to experience that to know exactly how fucking terrible that is. Like, nope. Goddamn. Anyways, let's see here. We need a man with a bad mohawk, face full of with so many piercings. He looks like he was in a ball bearing factory when it blew up and all the shrapnel went into his face. punk rock shirt, skinny jeans, and My Little Pony posters on the wall in his bedroom. He is sitting at a desktop computer working with an AI art generator and typing as he says with a I need to describe the voice. Oddly specific. Listen. When you're doing stuff and you want to have the exact effects, you need to be able to have violent imagery of exactly what you're after. If you can't get that, then I mean you're not going to get exactly what you're going for, or you're just going to pull the lever until you have something that's kind of like what you're intending. You know, if I know exactly the kind of person that I'm thinking of, and instead of describing each individual fucking piercing, I'm instead saying that he just has an absolutely absurd amount. Nasally, okay, perfect. Voice. Excellent. You just realized that VTubers are just digital cosplay? Oh yeah, absolutely. Excellent. Okay. Posters on the wall in his bedroom, and a with a collage of feet next to it as he I want my character to be a badass, to have a gas mask so I can contain my farts, and I want the eyes to glow. Then starts to scream like a demon. Alright, and boom. Excellent. You're just talking about the furry con types? Oh yeah. I honestly, I wouldn't doubt that people that want to have gas masks for their characters are furries. Would not doubt that at all. He wants to smell his waifu's bath and toilet water. Ooh. Where is... Excellent. Toilet water is a nice touch. Yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry about that. We'll get there. 400-pound man with voice change. You got a song about that? Yeah, no, I already got that covered. We also have to poke fun at Kirsch and Leaflet, both of which I think have joked that they are 400-pound black dudes in Alabama with voice changers. And so it's just going to be one dude playing both of them. Just because, why not? Why does that remind you of Slipknot interviews you've seen where they played until they vomited in their mask? Ooh, that's wild. From a bunker. Oh, yeah, exactly. You know, Powder is a confirmed 400-pound black man. All right, so that he can play all three. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. This is about people that get fucking obsessed about it. That's the problem is the unhealthy obsession building lore and all of this other shit. It's just like, if you want to have a character that you have, fine, but you don't need to fucking LARP all the time. It's not fucking D&D 24/7. Like, it's cringe. It's really cringe. And listen, there are some people that do okay with VTubing, but there's also too many people that they want to have, rings on every finger, watches on both hands, the most, elaborate fucking, uniform that their character has. They want all the wings, all the tails, multiple hand, like, they want all of the things. They want to just max out the character creator as much as possible, instead of realizing that less is absolutely more a lot of the time. It's so cringe. Compound X that changes the personality. Ooh. Has any of them shipped their character with a cartoon or anime char yet? I haven't gotten to the point of actually showing what they're working on. We're gonna get there in a minute. It's gonna be great. Smugalata says that she's a 400-pound man. It's just gonna be a black dude. That's all it's gonna be. Is just a black dude that's just sitting there, and he's just sitting there like the architect from the Matrix, where it's at the end of it was the third Matrix movie, and he's just sitting there with all the monitors just surrounding him, and when he's trying to talk to Neo, that dude. It's going to be just a black dude sitting in a chair surrounded by monitors, and he's just got like a keyboard and a ball mouse next to him, and he's just the one in charge of all of it. Like, that's amazing. They do their parasocial, dude, the parasocial levels that a lot of them have are beyond crazy. Beyond crazy. All right, so guess what? Gnome, excellent. So many cool accessories. Yeah, a lot of people just have absolutely absurd. Okay, but hold on. Gnome, I am more than willing to put your character description in there, right? But you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me something. Is it a dude or is it a chick? Or are you talking about this 400-pound fat man? Penny? Yeah, no, absolutely. 100%. 100%. You could do the Jim Carrey meme of extremely fast typing. I could. 60-year-old, 400-pound Indian man with cats. Oh god, that sounds fucking gross. That sounds fucking. You know what? Actually, if it was an Indian man, I actually could be extraordinarily offensive and have people like beat the shit. Have someone come off screen and beat the shit out of him with a stake. And for those that don't know, Indians hold beef in cows as holy and religious objects. So to them, eating beef is the same as Muslims eating pork. It's the exact same fucking type of thing, although instead of it being a disgusting subhuman disgusting creature that you should never touch because it's disgusting and vile, instead it's a holy object. That's only the Hindus. Well, same thing. What are we working on tonight? We're making fun of VTubers. That's what we're doing. The Muslims eating Muhammad. Yeah, no, it's COT monitors in the Matrix. Yeah, it's absolutely. How do we fix Muslim goat sex into this scenario? Well, that one of these people would, be so desperate for sex because they're just absolute incurable virgins that they would fuck a goat. You have a question. Is it theoretically possible to have a character hum a song through a generation? I don't. Maybe. I'm trying to think how I want to kind of end it. I'm thinking that it's gonna be. I don't know if I just want to. I'm trying to think of how I want to end this. Like we're building up towards something. I mean, this is pretty frequent with whenever I have a concept. I just kind of make it up as I go, and it ends up working. But I have kind of two concepts. Just one where it's showing all the successes of and the characters of each of these fucking people, and then like their parents or whatever looking extremely disappointed every single time. Or we do an advertisement for Autism Speaks. We could do. I don't know which one we ultimately are going to go for. I'm leaning towards Autism Speaks as the thing because that makes sense. It's a good charity doll, so it kind of shill, but it also makes sense in the context of all of this. It is Autism Month. Oh, perfect. It's got exactly what you said, but look up gamer movie eating waffles. Oh no. Freaking some guys would love it. Yeah, it'll be great. If they watch it, excellent. Again, I don't make content for other people to watch. I make it for me. There's been a few commissions I've done. Let's see. There's been 2 commissions I did. 3, sorry, for Tectone. His stream starting soon, the Red Dead Redemption 2, and then an ad for something else. But outside of that, everything's always been for me. And I didn't even charge him very much for it either because there's no need to. But I haven't. Listen, I know people think that I somehow know Tectone. I don't know the man. I never even had a conversation with him. So, like an actual like voice conversation, everything has been like 3 to 5 words on his part, tops, and maybe like 5 responses tops per thing. Yeah, he does not talk to people. BetterHelp. See, here's the thing. BetterHelp. I know a lot of people shill BetterHelp, but BetterHelp's a scam. It's been known as a scam for a very long time. People called it out for being a scam a long time ago, back in 2020, and then people started promoting it again. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that BetterHelp being a scam, I think that was before 2020, and then it came back in 2020 because people started getting a lot of ads for it again, or a lot of sponsorships to do it again. When I don't remember, but I know it's been twice that they've been called out. I know it has specifically been twice that they've been called out for being absolute scam artists. AG1 is horrible. Yeah, AG1 is also really, really bad. But BetterHelp, in my personal opinion, I think BetterHelp is probably the more predatory and probably the worst one. Because if we really look at it, right, if we look at what BetterHelp does, they're advertising to vulnerable people, and they're also choosing to advertise with creators that are going towards vulnerable people. Like Boogie was a really big advocate of BetterHelp, saying that it helps him, and he, always about, oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, he's going to kill himself. Oh, he's going to do this. He's going to do that. And so everyone kind of gravitated to what he was going to recommend for it. And there's a lot of not mentally challenged, but a lot of mentally troubled people that watched his channel and then used that service and ended up getting a lot worse. It's a horrible service, and I can't think of anything outside of a service that's going to harm kids in some way, or is advertised for kids. It doesn't actually benefit kids. Outside of something like that, I think bad or false advertisements for like actual like mental help or therapy, I think that is probably up there with being the shittiest form of scam, in my personal opinion. Rebranded? No, they didn't rebrand at all. They people just forgot about them, right? Like people forgot that Sargon was constantly dropping nuclears. He worked at Applebee's, and he's a failed UK politician. Like he couldn't even get a decent percentage of the vote in just the city that he was in. But they still, or the quartering, right? The quartering's getting canceled now, but he's been known to be just a top shelf fucking clown for a very, very long time, and the fact that people like took him serious again blows my mind. And it's the same thing with BetterHelp. They just waited until people forgot and then just started again. And they're going to get back to it. I promise you. I would bet serious money, if I had serious money, I would bet serious money that they are going to come back and they are going to start getting people to advertise for them again. Absolutely. Quarter Pounder is a cuck too. Yeah, that was dude, we knew all about like what he was like and who he was back in 2000. Jesus, it's been a decade. It has been a fucking decade since internet blood sports was a thing. Yeah, no, people knew exactly who he was way back then. Markiplier knew Honey was sus all along. Yeah, no, absolutely. What would Boogie's weeb-ass VTube avatar be? Himself. He is so full of his own face. Like, he is so full of himself. He would 100% want to see himself in there, but probably, like, as a dragon or as a fox. I would bet that's what he would do. An absurd amount of piercings. All right, perfect. Excellent. We'll try this again. He's probably the quarter thing feels like a psyop. No, dude, Quartering's been a fucking clown for a long time, right? He hasn't he really has been a clown the entire time, and I'm just surprised that people like again, like the internet forgets so fucking easy. At least the majority of the internet forgets so easy, and a lot of people that have been around for a long time, they disappear, and then everybody else finds about them for the new time, and they can just cycle an audience. It's not complicated as to what happens, but it's still amazing that people aren't held to, you know, the bullshit that they were doing in the past. Like who is that dude that was going on a lot of the feminist podcasts back in the day, and he kept talking about how men need he would only and exclusively have sex with women on their period, and the women on the podcast were you know, they were trying to say that was hot or whatever, but they were kind of disgusted. And he kept going, saying about how he would make them suck on it afterwards. That was pretty fucking vile. And I think even that dude was able to come back from shit that he said. Even and that haunted him for a while. There's also some people that tank their careers into oblivion. I mean, they never, you know, got anywhere to begin with, like Mundane Matt and the whole Boulder saga, you know, torpedoing everything that he had into the fucking ground. It's never the Prego sauce. No, it's dude, there is so much shit that has happened with creators all like over the past, like in the past 15 years, and I see a lot of the same creators that are doing the exact same shit that they've been doing all of that time, and or people don't remember that they did a lot of really vile shit or really stupid shit that probably shouldn't be on the mainstream. Probably should, you know, platform a dude that is talking about the Prego sauce person. Yeah, there was and Mundane Matt saying he just a laundry list of he had pages and pages of people that he struck down, like, and he was trying to say the entire time, I've never struck anyone down, and he was on that line for like 2 hours, and then he caved and said that he really did. And then he backed up and said that, well, I didn't really do it. I had somebody else do that. And then he ended up actually going on his page and showing everybody, because there's a page where you can see all your claims and all that stuff. It's near your it's alongside, like when you look at your content detection, you can see that. I don't have any because I've never struck anybody. There's no reason to do that. You know, it's a dick move to copy somebody's content, but I'm not going to just strike somebody. That's fucking stupid. But he was trying to dance around the issue and not show it whatsoever. And then he showed it, and it showed that he had struck down a dickload of people, and then, yep, he was fucked. He like, a lot of people forget about that. It's great. The better man. I don't care to strike it down. Like, is it a dick move? Sure. Is someone a piece of shit for re-uploading content and, you know, putting a watermark on it? Of course they are. They can't make their own content, and so they steal what somebody else did. But am I gonna fucking strike it? No. So that's not what you do. I mean, you don't copy shit in the first place, but you don't, you know, striking people down, that's probably the scummiest thing that you could possibly do. Kino Casino made fun of Jeremy, the quartering, and the drama happened. Yeah. Okay, do you know why Kino Casino made fun of them? Because they were there. Andy Worski was there during fucking Internet Blood Sports. He already knew all the shit about the quartering when he would go on the morning Kumite. He already knew all the shit that would happen there, and then also on Worski's show. And then PPP was just someone that was around at the time, and then Worski and PPP got together. But like, people in that sphere never forgot who the quartering was in the first place. They didn't, and those that have been around and following Worski, you know, Hasbro Terror Worski, know exactly. You know, where all of it's going and where it's all been, to be honest. So yeah, I am literally not surprised in any way, shape, or form that all of this stuff with the quartering is happening now, because a lot of shit happened back in the day, and people gave the dude another many multiple chances, and he just keeps burning every bridge because he can't help himself. He can't help himself. Re-uploading to preserve a spicy channel is a noble endeavor. It depends. Like, if you're re-uploading, like, here's an example, right? If you're re-uploading streams of somebody that deletes it, right? So Medicare, I think, is a great example. Whenever he's done a stream, you know, he'll go back and then he'll delete it from his channel. But then other people will mirror those all over the place. That's totally fine. That's totally valid, because it's not available in the original format. That's fine. And if people want to try and mirror content that might get taken down elsewhere so you can find it later, I mean, sure, yeah, there's also value there. I don't know what happened with Sergeant Sizzles. I know we're throwing out a whole bunch of names. He was a very famous troll that loved to fuck with people in Dota 2. Back when Dota 2 was really easy to fuck with people. And by the way, that you know, it used to be so easy to make people be. It still is really easy to make people livid, but it used to be so much easier. And one day I was like, man, I remember this funny thing, and I was trying to show somebody, and he had removed. I think he privated his channel for a little bit, and then it came back. And nothing was edited. There's still every single nuclear engineer that anybody has ever like, nothing was edited or changed. So I don't know. It was weird. Jeremy is LARPing as a devout Christian now. Yeah, there are so many people that fucking LARP as Christians these days. It's so foul. I don't listen. If everything you do is based on your religion, you can certainly do that, but it's so cringe, and it's also it's just not. It's very childish, especially if you have a history of being the polar opposite, and then in private you are also the polar opposite of what you preach. Like, if somebody genuinely changes, you know, has a change of heart, turns a new leaf, turns a new page, all that good shit, right? If somebody actually does that, and then they prove that, not just in public, but also in private, then maybe there's something there that people can give grace on, but a lot of people don't. I would say a significant percentage of them really don't. And I don't want to listen to somebody preaching constantly, especially when I know that almost all of them do not practice what they preach. Doesn't matter who it is, most of them do not. I know we're trying to get this thing, and I'm going to try and get rid of... We're going to do this. In his rainbow colored. We'll try that. Maybe it was the fucking My Little Pony bit because it's fucking protected content. Anyways, the Alex Jones archive, yeah, something like that's actually excellent. The enlightened atheist LARP. Oh my god, the skeptics, the atheists. It's so fucking awful. I don't care what any of them have to like. There's a reason why people don't care about atheism, because they went so far and they went so unbelievably gay with it. It's like, what are we doing here? Like Sneeko with Islam, it's a classic. Yeah, exactly. He's LARPing and going after Islam because he knows that it's a radical thing for somebody to do so that he can get more views, right? If he wasn't doing that, I bet that he would have significantly fewer views from hate watchers, right? There's people that are hate watching him all the time. It's not complicated. Enlightened atheists are fake and gay. You remember the amazing atheist? You think that was 10, 15 years ago? Yeah, didn't he didn't somebody upload a video on his channel of him getting pegged by somebody, and that was like the end of like what he did? Or was that somebody else? The amazing atheist did some shit to fucking nuke himself, and I forget what it was, but it was wild. Thunderfoot, yeah, Thunderfoot's also another just... He had some decent points here and there, but man, it was... there's a lot of things that he's said and done that are just like, I don't know, buddy. I don't really want to watch your shit anymore. I don't want to listen to what you have to say anymore. It's boring and nonsensical most of the or it's not necessarily nonsensical, but it's just it's too LARPy. It's too like, oh, theory this, theory that. I read this book, you didn't read this book, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Like it's just people trying to beat each other up with fucking, you know, fake degrees because they were able to take a course or read a book and they suddenly understand more than everybody else. Banana incident. Okay, yeah, the banana incident. Yeah. You think he owned it? It was poop related. Yeah. Okay, so it was the banana in his ass. Yeah. No. Yeah. Amazing atheist fucking nuked himself, and then there was shit, dude. Before the amazing atheist, actually, when I first heard that the amazing atheist was a name, I thought it was the same dude as the amazing racist, and the amazing racist was a dude who had some wild content. This is like OG, like early fucking days of YouTube, back when we had like, is it a good idea to microwave this? That was a fun. Listen. Me, middle school and high school, me enjoyed the shit out of, is it a good idea to microwave this? But no, the amazing racist, he would like go to a Home Depot with a pickup truck, have all the, you know, the workers get in the back of the truck, and then he'd drive to like the back lot of an ICE facility where there were officers like nearby, and he would just, you know, have them get out and just start screaming for the ICE officers to arrest him. And that was what, 2006, 2005. Like this was a long fucking time ago. That was a long time ago. That was what, when Equals 3 was like the biggest fucking channel on the planet. Everybody was doing that shit. Like it was pretty insane. You know, FPS. Well, actually, it was Equals 3 and then FPS Russia, and then it kind of went up from there. You always enjoyed the Trevor Moore skits. Yeah. Oh my god. Did I get it? Did I? Amazing. Your husband still talks about Equals 3. Yeah, remember Armored Scout? Yeah, there are so many people that have been around and are no longer here, and it's really funny to me that DSP is one of the few people that has withstood everything. I don't understand. Like, listen, you can hate DSP, you can think he's an idiot, you can think all of that. Like, it does not change the fact that man has been creating videos for over 20 fucking years, withstood every change to YouTube. He is the reason why he had his channel locked down. What was it, 14 years ago, for having too many videos? Like, I think it was 2014. It was 2014 or 2015, where his channel got taken down because he had over 8,000 videos. 12 years ago, he had too many videos. And that's back when we had, what was that stupid gay Google social network thing that used to be around? It was like Google, like you Google or Google you or whatever what they tried to force everybody to try and use as a competitor to Facebook, but using YouTube. Does it Google? And it wasn't. Was it Google Plus? Was that what it was? DSP is the cockroach of the internet. He'll be begging for money in 20 years. Yeah, Google Plus. Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no. So is Google Plus? His YouTube channel got taken down because Google Plus is the thing that got overloaded with the amount of videos that he uploaded. Like, DSP, he has been at it for so long. He is the cockroach of the internet. You have to respect the man for being able to continue going after all this time. And I think he had a solid decade. Okay? He had a decade of making videos in Let's Plays using a camcorder. And there are so many times when you will watch some of those videos and you will not believe that it was a camcorder. He managed to perfect that gay shit. Wild. It took him forever to actually get a capture card. Free hot dog time? Oh, God. Generational low-call run? Yeah. The fact that he's lasted on the internet and like not been in jail or anything like that, like actually lasted on the internet for longer than Chris Chan, I actually do think that he is the longest running lolcow on the internet. The first lolcow for sure. Oh my God. Oh no. Okay. All right, we got a decision here to make, boys. Oh, that's an abomination. I mean, it fits the vibe of somebody that wants a gas mask for a VTube avatar. It does. You missed the old Google video, old ass Halo and BF2 machinima. Yeah, the feet are 3D. Dear Lord, I know it's beyond cursed. You know what? It doesn't really matter. It fits the vibe regardless. Need more JonTron? Yeah. JonTron on Game Grumps, that was peak. That was peak JonTron in my opinion. Like I swear to God, the Sonic 06 playthrough that they did was legendary as fuck. But JonTron and Ego Raptor, their chemistry was phenomenal. All right, we'll watch both of these and we'll see which one we want. We'll see. We'll see which one we want to go with. We'll go with this one. Come on.
I want my character to have a gas mask so I can contain my farts. And I want the eyes to glow. Like a demon!
Why does that remind me of Linus Tech Tips? Why does it remind me of Linus? Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's why is it Linus? This is here.
I want my character to have a gas mask so I can contain my farts. And I want the eyes to glow. Like a demon!
That is Linus. Punk rock. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not clicking I don't want you to do anything. Amazing. Dude, I swear to Christ, that 100% is Linus. Okay. All right. You missed the co-optional podcast. Yeah, the co-optional podcast was also excellent. All right, what's this other one?
I want my character to have a gas mask so I can contain my farts, and I want the eyes to glow like a demon!
Yeah, that's not nearly as good. Okay, so real quick, here's a helpful little thing that I have discovered about, let's see, theater kids. Yeah, we're going to save this in here. There's actually a trick that I have discovered that you haven't been able to do in other iterations of, it's been difficult to do with other models. I got it to work one time with Kling out of maybe, I don't know, 70 or 80 attempts, but with Seed Dance 2, I can get it every single time. So what we're gonna look at just super quick, and then we'll create the next thing, which is gonna be the 400-pound fat man, and then we'll do the Autism Speaks thing, or we'll come back to some of the finished characters of these people and what they're going for. It'll be real easy. I'll show you how you can get like really easy, consistent characters with it. But right here, we're gonna look at the dialogue, and let me look at my screen, make sure you can actually see it. Yes, you can. All right, perfect. So in the prompt, I said typing, as he says, with a nasally voice, and I want my character to have a gas mask, so it contain the farts, and I want eyes to glow. Right, and then I stopped. I put the closing parentheses, and then I put in a modifier of then he starts to scream like a demon. Right. A Linus Tech Tips parody would be an interesting web series. I actually would really like to do that because Linus is probably one of the most unlikable people on the planet, and it's because of himself. He has said many, many times that he thinks anybody that uses ad blocker is a pirate of his content, and he wants to do everything he can to find, to make sure you can't watch what he does. It's not up to him. Like he's putting all of this stuff out on YouTube, and he is lucky and fortunate that he is getting paid millions of dollars to create on YouTube. But man, it's not fucking piracy if I'm watching your content. You can paywall your content, and then then you'll get paid for it, right? If you want to paywall it, then you're paywalling it. But yeah, his whole take on all of that is really, really, really scummy. Weren't those the guy who knew about Honey the whole time and pushed it? Yes, absolutely. The contrast between Linus Sebastian and Linus Torvald, yeah, 100%. I really hate his takes. He doesn't understand. He is a perfect example of somebody that never got the maturity to run a company properly. He wasn't understanding the issues as to why LTX Labs was actually really fucked up and was ran poorly and had really bad results, and people called them out on it repeatedly. They didn't fix a whole lot. They coped a lot. They didn't do a whole lot. The whole warranty thing, like those are all individual things with the community. But him ripping on people for wanting ad blocker. Listen, everybody that's watching right now, listen. Use an ad blocker. Do you know why you should use an ad blocker? I don't want to be subjected to the scams, the porn, the nonsense bullshit that are what pass as internet ads these days. I don't want to see it. It's not funny. It's not interesting, and there's a lot of malware, right? And I don't. There's quite a few people that don't understand that an ad that is served to you, there is quite a bit on. I don't know if YouTube can transmit it, but definitely if you go to another website, like let's say you go to for example, I use Maxroll a lot when I'm trying to plan or trying to find something for Path of Exile, Diablo, Last Deep, like an ARPG, right? I go to Maxroll. And I know a little shill for Maxroll here. Maxroll. We're just gonna go to them. We're gonna pull up PoE2 real quick. Okay, so there are here. I'm gonna block these ads. Block that ad. Why is it showing me the ad? Oh. Wow. Okay, so those are unblockable. Okay. So let's take a look real quick. Okay, so the ads aren't going to show up. All right. Oh, there they are. Okay, so here's something a little bit of a tech knowledge for everybody to enjoy to look at. It's injected in the code. They did all that after all the pop up took a fatal blow. Yeah, exactly. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with all of these ads. Right, for the most part, I know that Maxroll is going to do their best to try and work with ad partners that are going to serve ads that are not going to be inherently predatory, because they know that if they try and do that, it's going to be really bad for them, right? But at the same time, there are quite a few ads that these companies get, and when they load onto your computer, they can have malware as soon as they load up, and you will never know that. So having an ad blocker is extremely important, and these are actually getting around my ad blocker. I actually tried to go here, ad block, block this ad. Can't do that. Okay, so if I go here, hide something on this page, I can't even hide these right now. So thanks for being such a piece of shit there, Maxroll. And they want you to fucking pay so that you're ad free, right? Listen, on PC, it's significantly better than it is on mobile. If you're on mobile, dude, if I like when I wake up and I'm like looking through my Google News feed and I click on an article, the amount of time, like I would say out of like 9 out of 10 articles that I actually want to read, I can't because there's too many ads everywhere. So I want ad blocks, and I tell people to get ad blocks because there's a lot of malware that they can load, and also I don't want to see it. So Linus is a really miserable hypocrite, and also in a lot of things, but he also doesn't understand that I don't want to be subjected to it. If he could ensure that the internet isn't going to serve ads like that, then I guess I wouldn't care. If we are going back, like if we go back to the time when we're getting the Terry Crews Old Spice commercials, okay. If ads are fun, I don't mind if it's like a little break, I don't mind that. Like if they're fun, they're funny, they're like okay, but most of them aren't. Most of them are just fucking terrible, and I don't want to engage with them, so I use it. But he's similar to Pokimane in the sense that he has done the whole, not liking the rich. He has many times been documented as not paying his employees much at all, not offering raises. And then the other day, and I'm sure a lot of people saw that he bought a fucking private jet and was saying that, I basically got this thing for free. Someone that has worked in aviation, I can personally tell you that plane is costing him tens of thousands of dollars daily. Well, almost daily. Like that is not a cheap. Owning a private jet isn't cheap. It's a billion times worse than owning a boat. And I don't own a boat. I don't have a desire to own a boat. I really dislike boats personally. But my dad has one, and I know a couple people that have them around. That are buddies of mine, and I know it is nothing but a money pit. As soon as you buy the boat, that is the cheapest it will ever be, and you immediately lose 20%. And I think with private planes, you lose like 50%. It's crazy. But he didn't want to pay his employees more, and he was forcing his employees to go in this plane with him and film the plane. And the first thing he did is said, I'm going to do a family travel vlog. And they went down to Cabo. And that's what he used his private plane for. And was trying to say that it was cheaper than first class tickets for all the people to go down there. And like, yeah, it's really expensive. It's not cheap. You could say it was cheaper than first class tickets for your family and somebody else's family. But I promise you, it was pretty close. You could say cheaper, but I promise it wasn't. It was still very expensive. He's such a needle dick. No, he's fucking terrible. The taxes. He didn't buy the jet. He's probably leasing it. I don't know about that. He said that he bought it. He legitimately said that he bought it. And if he's leasing it and didn't actually buy it, then that's That's even more disingenuous. More disingenuous. Cheaper than first class for the Green Bay Packers, maybe. Yeah, math is hard. People. It's so ridiculous. And how many times has he said, "Oh yeah"? How many times has I've watched a fair few of the Wan Show, which is his podcast. I've watched it here and there in the past, where he said, yeah, things are hard, we're gonna have to do budget cuts, it's gonna be really tough, and then he's buying a third house and now buying a plane, and his employees aren't able to actually exist in one of the most expensive regions in Canada. Yeah, he's kind of a piece of shit. Just kind of a piece of shit. I can't even. I don't even know. I worked for a boss one time, right? And he worked it was an education company, and it was in California, and the dude used to work for he did movie props for Lord of the Rings, the Star Wars prequels, a lot of big budget things. And then he made his he made an education company and all that. And I saw how much money he was bringing in, and I knew how much I was getting paid. And at first I had a problem with it, and then I looked at what he was doing with it, and every year it was expanding beyond any reasonable measure. As far as equipment, eventually bought a building. Okay, I understand if you're expanding, you can't just say, hey, we're paying everybody more and we're not doing everything. I think I only got, everyone got a 50-cent raise within 2 years I was there. But I understand you're growing, you're doing this, there's business stuff you're doing. Okay, all right. I understand from an owner's perspective that that's what's happening. But as someone that's working there and seeing all of this, it feels miserable to know that somebody is making so much money hand over fist, and I am not seeing the direct benefit for the work that I'm doing. Right? Again, I know the money is there to compensate me for helping him and for doing stuff. Right? I understand that the money is that's the compensation. I should be grateful for that. But I don't know. I get a little frustrated with it sometimes. All right. The widening scope trap businesses fall into. I've heard he is still widely successful. I think he has a significant portion of California, and I think maybe even Arizona that he serves now. So he actually has been extremely successful with it and has continued to grow with a very, very good business model. Very, very good. I can't. He knew what he was doing business wise. He was right to get rid of me. I was very immature towards the end there, and did not know what I was doing. I knew I do not fault him for his decision, but he did extremely well for himself. Good on him. Yeah, no, I don't wish ill on people necessarily for that, because I could see the money going in there. Here's the counter to that. When I moved here, I first worked for a company that did the same thing, right? I used my experience from my previous job and, did the same thing. And I quit very, very quickly, just because the owner was stealing funds from Epic and also wasn't willing to put any money into his business. And he just kept raising prices and wasn't paying people more, and didn't want to try and attract better teachers than college, community college kids that didn't really give a shit. It was a big problem, and I really hated that he took advantage of people so much that I quit right before summer. And for those that don't know, in when you're doing after school programs or even during school programs, and you have a summer, you always have something going on for summer, right? And that's 8 hours a day minimum that you have going on throughout the entire, for the work week, Monday through Friday. So you have that going on, and usually, you have somebody that's planning it. You have a whole bunch of activities. You have all of this shit. I was the person in charge of all of it, and I was supposed to train people and do all of that. This dude was such a fucking scumbag. And so, real quick, the reason the Epic funds are so bad, Epic is a charter school, and they give parents money to not necessarily how do I explain this? in the best possible way. It's a homeschool charter school where they provide parents the information, like all of the stuff you need in order to actually teach kids what, how to get from point A to point B. And there's online classes that the kids can access and use. But there's still limitations in what they can provide. And because they are accredited somehow, they need to fill all of the credits. I know a lot of people are like, well, when to graduate high school, you had to have a certain amount of electives, right? Well, what Epic does is they will tell parents, hey, you have this much money. You can go and find an after-school program or a supplementary program that your child can enroll in, and we will pay them whatever it is for that semester, right? So was it direct employment or contract? I was contract. I was direct employed from the previous company, the one in California, but the one here, I was contract. And so, so people would come in, they would want to use it because it fulfills, technology and programming and coding and all of that shit, right? And so they would come in, they would sign up, they'd do the little tour that they get for 30 minutes, learn how to make a game in Scratch or whatever the fuck, right? They learn that, and then they would go to the front and they'd give their information so that we could contact Epic, and then Epic would give us the funds after they confirm with the parent that that's where they want the money to go, right? What my boss did is the service that he offered was subscription based, as in you paid every month in order to have access. What he would do is we would get the funds from Epic. He would then choose to not allocate he would then take the money, he would activate their accounts because their accounts would be active, as soon as we did that. He wouldn't tell the parent that we got the money from it. He would pocket the cash, and he would wait until their time limit for their subscription would expire, right? So like maybe whatever the term was, maybe for a month to 3 months, something like that. Then he would tell them, hey, you guys could do this, blah, blah, blah. They would come in for one day. They would get 1 day of coding, and then they would come back in the next day. They would come back to try and use the service, and he would say, yeah, sorry, the time elapsed. We just got paid by Epic. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. It's corporate. It's this, that, and the other. He was a Jeet. So, he was worse than probably the greediest Jew I've ever seen. Because he just wanted to scam people for it, and I was not okay. So yeah, I left him high and dry for summer, and I wish him nothing but the worst for scamming kids out of education. Absolutely atrocious. I cannot think of a worse group of people. Very scummy. You don't work for shady businesses either. Yeah, I'm very happy that I managed to destroy the experience that he was going to have for his summer. I know he had to cancel quite a few classes because of it. So. Yeah, very, very scummy, very, very shady, very, very bad. I'm really not a fan of people that do that. So, it is what it is. Was this a Leering Center? It was. I taught programming, engineering, robotics, and game design. So everything from like Lego Robotics and First Lego League all the way to like Unreal 4 and 5 game development. So like I taught the gambit of everything, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I was very good at it. But yeah, it was an education place. It was supposed to be a pipeline for a guaranteed job, but he was cutting off and pocketing the difference. How topical? Yeah, I know. It was terrible. It's like it was so scummy, so fucking scummy. And sometimes Epic was late in giving the funds, like they were, but at the same time, like they weren't that late. Bro, FLL, that takes me back. Yeah, the center that I was at in California, in the education thing there, we were always in the top groups that were at Legoland for it. Listen, it's First Lego League is very simple. It's not even at the point of Vex or anything like that. But man, you can learn some really cool shit, and the kids. listen, dude, the kids that learn how to do first Lego League, and like maybe they start out not knowing what they're doing, but those fuckers learn fast. They are incredibly smart. And if they keep using that knowledge, they fucking go places. Like that shit is no joke. It's pretty intense. I'm extremely impressed with how they're able to overcome challenges creatively and program it and all that. It's insane. Arduino stuff, Python. Yeah, I did Arduino. Arduino, Python. Did a little bit of Propeller, Java, JavaScript, C Sharp. I did a lot of shit. A lot of shit. You're in the high school robotics club and did the whole BattleBot thing at the state level. Learned a lot from that club. Yeah, no, there's some crazy shit you can learn. Crazy shit. And companies wonder why they're bleeding funds. Yeah, no, I know. I saw the scam firsthand, and I guarantee that they are not the only people that scam parents like that. It's fucking insane how wild that stuff was. A robot called the Cube got 5th in regionals. That's amazing. Yeah, it's insane what you can do with like what you can learn there. And a lot of people listen, when you're a kid, you're not going to understand how applicable that stuff is to getting real work as an adult. Man, if you can if you have if you remember any of that shit, refresh yourself. I promise you can probably find some pretty good shit by learning how to do that and fuck with modern stuff. And if you are, too old, I would encourage you to really have your kids learn how to do it, because that's going to take them to insane places. Insane places. So, okay, let's get the black man done. We had this. Greasy cornrow hair, extremely fat black man with sitting in a elaborate fat man chair with a giant gallon of Dr. Pepper nearby, a tray of wings, a 5 different microphones on a single stand, a keyboard on a lap desk, and a ball mouse. He is in a room surrounded by monitors that have anime girls on them dancing as he looks at the camera and says, "What? Okay, so this is the black man in charge of everybody." They say he was in the basement. Yeah, pretty much. We're making fun of any particular VTubers for this. We're making fun of all of the try-hard theater kids. That's what we're specifically doing. We're doing everybody, but this is the dude that controls the big ones. This is the dude that controls I am God. Through black magic, I control the most powerful anime in the world. Pippa, Kirsch, Leaf It. We're gonna say keep it Leaf It. Powder on more of those are all me. That's right. You fat. Um. Okay. This scene, I think we can have it be 12 seconds. 12 seconds. I think 12 seconds. Let's try that. Is that the guy who is simultaneously Leaflet and Kirsch? Yes, exactly. Exactly. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. His voice changes to that of a cute anime girl. Okay. His normal voice. He presses a button on his keyboard and okay, let's change that. There we go. Excellent. We're going to get that there. What did you miss? Someone losing their mind because they didn't like their artistic vision. Yeah, you missed it earlier. They were everywhere. They were so salty. They were so mad. Like, if you don't like what I got to say, then ignore me. I don't care. I really don't. Like, if you don't like what I do, then you don't like what I do. I've said and man, it came up yesterday. No, I don't do any of this for metrics. I do this because it's fun and I have fun and it's cathartic and enjoyable for me to be able to create like this with people and collaborate with you guys. And if I didn't want to do it, then I wouldn't do it. I enjoy it's because I enjoy it. It's not for any other reason. Yeah, no. I know people did that. Sobi was playing whack-a-mole. I know. And thank Sobi. Listen, buddy, you you deserve some appreciation, and you're gonna get something. You're gonna get something somewhere, somehow, and we're gonna show that because you've been an amazing amount of help. Not just tonight. It is not just tonight. Just across the board. In general. Maybe we'll upgrade your fucking graphics card. Maybe we'll I'll ship you one of the GPUs that I have that isn't dying and actually decent. We'll do something. We'll do something to improve where you're at right now, buddy. That's what we'll do. Let me know if sketches are useful in the workflow. They really can be. They can be. It just depends. Are there expos of them? Dude, there's so many things of them complaining. Like last night when I talked to them, I know I did not do good talking. But a lot of it's just because it's difficult when people are not able to understand the logic that you have and where you're coming from in the first place, and they just want to disregard what you say in total just because they're angry and they just only want their side and they see red, and so they literally don't care what anybody else has to say. I kind of knew that going in, but yeah, I also I'm fairly certain a lot of you guys in this chat that have been watching for a while know that my brain and the way that I think and the way that I talk and the way that I do things and the way that I see the world and all of that is extremely different from everybody else. It is not normal, not typical at all. The stream was called Theater Kids Make AI Slop or something like that. It was Frogman Reacts to Theater Kids. Theater Kid AI Slop. It's deleted on YouTube just because the amount of copyright. I was trying to trim it a little bit here and there to leave it up, but it's still up on Kick. All right, what do we got?
I am God. Through black magic, I control the most power anime in the world. Pippa, Kiresh, Leafit, Powder, and more of those motherfuckers are all me. That's right. You dung faint to a fat black man down here in Alabama.
Okay, so longer time because that's way too quick. Let's change that. All right, let's see if the voice change works.
I am God. Through black magic, I control the most power anime in the world. Pippa, Kirish, Leafit, Powder, and more of those motherfuckers are all me. That's right. You dung famp to a
Fat black man down here in Alabama.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. We gotta. Oh no. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're gonna get this done. You're always out of loop on drama. You said the stream is still up on Kick. Yeah. Listen, Iraqi. Listen, I've looked at your shit. I've given you criticism. You are not one of the people that I was talking about in that thing. The long and the short of it is I'm tired of everyone that does all the endless cameos, right? It's just you have somebody appear for like, I don't know, 3 seconds, and then you just move on to the next, and then you just have a cry for help that is just a dissertation in there. It's not conducive to anybody creating something original. I gave you feedback on what you've done, and I have seen you improve. So you are definitely not in the camp of people I'm talking about. So, just there, you can understand. There's that little nugget just for you. It's quite silly. Yeah, no, it's really wild. Yeah, my insults are actually they're pretty. Listen, if you think that my insults are, outrageous and wild, I promise you, I guarantee you do not want somebody that is vastly harsher than me. I'm pretty tame compared to quite a few other people that would review that sort of content. And none of it was out of malice. None of it was out of hate. It was roasting something wild and ridiculous because it was fun, it was funny, and that's what I wanted to do because it's, all right, this is where everything is going. I see the writing on the wall for what this group is, and that's why I just roasted it, and now I'm out. That's all it was. Pretty simple. This is Sky Bros call out. No. I mean, I spoke to him already too, and told him that what was that he needs to rein them in because they're using his name whether he likes it or not, and they still haven't learned that they need to not start flame wars. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to understand, but yeah. Millennial thin skin BS. It is. Yeah. Like so I don't listen, I can tell when somebody does good work. He does good work. Do I care for his content? No. I don't. I can tell that he puts effort into what he creates, right? You can just look at the visuals. You can tell that he actually spends effort crafting his shots. Again, it is not for me. It is not something that I engage with. It's not something that I care about, but I can at least objectively look at it and say that there is a lot of effort that he puts into it, and the types of shots that he likes, and a lot of that community tries to emulate those shots all the time, which is fine. And the music also isn't for me, but I can also tell that effort also went into that, and for the target audience, it is good. Right? I could, without enjoying or liking that sort of content, I can tell you whether something is good or not, even if it's not for me, because I can see the effort and the thought process behind it. Criticism is only harsh if you're that soft. Yeah. You've seen some AI creators grifting his shtick poorly for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I really don't, I don't have anything against him. They were even trying to talk and say that I got hired by his company that he works for, and they actually never hired me. They had me do a single shot one time, and they told me that they couldn't hire me because they had no idea where their AI team was going in the first place. So, I did not get hired. Listen, if I got hired, I would have turned off monetization. Straight up, I've said that before. If I get a job, I would turn off monetization because I'm not gonna do that. So it is what it is. Anyways, what do we got?
I am God. Through black magic, I control the most powerful anime in the world. Pippa, Kirish, Leafit, Powder, and more of those motherfuckers are all me. That's right. You dung famp to a
fat black man down here in Alabama.
Ooh, that's part. I. Do we do it again, or do we keep that one? Do we keep that one? You want to say Munya? All right, we'll do one with him saying Munya. You want it to sound more ooh will? Well, let's try that. Burn some real credits to try and get this one done, and then we'll do the we'll show some of the characters that they've made. And voice isn't good. Yeah, we'll try it again. We'll fix it. Part of me says yes, another part says until he says Kirsch correctly. It depends on what you're trying to get after, right? I actually don't mind if he says Kirsch incorrectly, just because I have him saying leaf it, right? Not leaflet. I actually have said for it to say leaf it. So I don't mind if it actually gets it incorrect. That isn't the thing that really matters. What really matters is if the voice is good or if the delivery is better. It's not quite there. It's not. It's almost there. The delivery just wasn't. It wasn't quite what I was after. Yeah. Listen, Penny, if you like it, like you like it. Like there's if someone likes it, you are more than welcome to like it. But if I don't, then that's just I don't know. I don't. That's pretty self-explanatory. Like it's if I don't like it, then I don't like it. And you can like it, but I'm trying to give advice so people can actually reach more people and an audience and stand on their own 2 feet, and instead of relying on just clumping together on this little island that they have. That's all it is. That's fair. It's just how your brain works. You tend to hyperfixate on details where I can get a tool to do what I want. No. I know exactly what you mean, right? I do get it, but I already have my mind is already set, and I'm already trying to missay something. So in my mind, it doesn't matter if he missays it or something. And maybe he's the original creator of all of these. Who knows? So he can say it however he wants of what it's supposed to actually think. It's one thing to say it's bad and say nothing. But if you think it's bad and say it's good, you're not doing that person. Yeah. If you keep it all to yourself, then you keep it in What are we doing? Like, if you don't say anything about the bad and you only say what you liked about it, you're not giving anybody room to grow. You're just reinforcing bad decisions that somebody made when things need to be genuinely different. You like to see more improvement. You also realize some are making videos for their friends and some for all of YouTube. Yeah. Oh, are we back? Is it back? Okay, that was strange. Oh no. Are we good? Is everyone back? Can y'all hear me? It dropped for a second. I don't know what the fuck that was. We good? Okay. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know. Maybe it was one of the storms fucking with shit. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, that was really odd. It was strange. Anyways, you played COD for a few weeks, and I turned myself into yeah. Tonight's the last night of this. I'm not continuing with this avatar. We're going back to the regular fucking cam tomorrow. So did I guys stream? No, you didn't. What I was saying is it ultimately doesn't. If people want to make stuff for their little community, that's fine. But what isn't fine is when you promote it as though being more than what it is, right? Like if you're creating something and you're presenting it something that is a personal project, and you instead choose to present it in a way as though it is for everybody and it's not just like a little fun thing and people are supposed to take it seriously and all of that, then it's open to people criticizing what it is, because it's like you're making it available to everybody and you're trying to make everybody watch it in the first place. So it's not just like a little side personal project. If it was, I mean, maybe leave it unlisted, maybe, something like that. It doesn't need to always be open facing. If it's like a little personal project like that, and if somebody watches it and they give it criticism, then take it or ignore it. Like, it's not difficult. It's not hard. How is Kick down but YouTube is live? Kick is down? Okay. Kick says that it's up. There's 7 people over there. All right. Interesting. Weird. I thought it was your end because your laptop Wi-Fi receiver is dog water. No. It's like, listen, it's entirely my, like, where the weather that is currently passing by. Yeah, needs a refresh. Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea what's going on with it, but whatever. It's not a big deal. Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't. Also, not having the obvious clout chasing is not helping. And they see views only. Yeah. The other thing that it's kick back up. Okay, excellent, perfect. Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea what happened there. I do know that tomorrow is going to be pretty smooth, and then Friday is going to be kind of fucked. We'll see if I stream Friday, just because of how wild the weather is supposed to be. But anyways, let's listen to what we got.
I am God. Through black magic, I control the most powerful anime in the world. Pippa, Kirish, Leafit, Powder, and more of those motherfuckers are all me. That's right, you dung famp
to a fat black man down here in Alabama. Munya!
Oh no. Okay, if I take that, I need to get the clip of Kirsch, the Kirsch clip, and I need to put it in there. I need to do that. Okay, here's a detail. Here's a very specific detail that I could do, and I really don't want to do it. But here's a very specific detail that you can do. Okay, and this is for those that really want to do very detail oriented shit. Okay, here's what you do. You can take a clip like this, and you can cut it at each word. Right, so fat black man down here in Alabama, Munya. Right, you can take all of those words, and then you can cut it at every single one of those words. Then you can go to each of those VTubers and you can get their voice and you can clone their voice for each one of those words. Right? That is something you can really do. It is easy. It genuinely is easy. It's just complicated. It's not like it's not something that's just there. It takes effort to do. It's just time consuming. But that is something if people really wanted to do something like that, you could. What do we got here?
I am God. Through black magic, I control the most powerful anime in the world. Pippa, Kirasha, Leaf It, Powder, and more of those motherfuckers are all me. That's right. You dung famp to a
Fat black man down here in Alabama. Munya!
I am God.
All right. Top or bottom? Both of these are pretty fucking good. Both of these are pretty great. Both of these are pretty excellent. This is a separate program for voice cloning? Top. Okay, we'll do the top one. No. Okay, so here, what you have to do, I'll show you. And this is specific. You can use 11 Labs for this. I'm not. Oh, we're already at Cinema Studio 3.5. Good lord. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. That's crazy. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to play with this. Oh, they go to 75? Holy shit. Okay. And then aperture. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, that's a whole thing that I'm going to have to figure the fuck out. Genre. What do we have to do? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so if I go to 2.5 for image. Oh no. Okay. All right. This is kind of scuffed. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Instead, I'm going to go over here to audio. Just in Higgsfield. So sorry. We're here in audio. I can go to change voice. And then what I would do is I would click here and then I would upload the video. And then I would already have the voice preset. And then I would render it. And it's like a credit, like 1 to 2 credits depending on the length. Right? Is that real-time camera placement? Yes. Hey, Iraqi, have a good one. Have a good one, man. Yeah, again, hey, Iraqi, if you haven't left yet, again, as you are one of the people that did indeed actually take advice and did actually learn, and were receptive to it, if you do need any more or you do want help with it, let me know and I can help you. Absolutely. Anyways, yeah, we'll fuck with the cameras here a bit more. But yeah, with this, I'm able to change the
Twitch or YouTube taking 50% of tip creators. This method takes none. No bullshit. I get to keep nearly 100% of what people send me. Instead of Twitch or
right, it's like I can do that. Also, I made it cameo slot because it was funny to make a cameo slot after all of that. And also with the characters that I made, like WestJet and shit. Anyways, yeah, he's gonna have that on his stream. I don't know when he's gonna have it on his stream, but that is his new Rumble ad is done. Okay, so we took the top one. Now we need message on Discord if you ever do. Hey man, yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, dude. All right. Yeah, and listen, just because I shit on a lot of videos doesn't mean that I'm not open to individuals that do want to reach out. I get a lot of people won't, and they'll be like, "Yeah, this dude's yeah," because a lot of them are just severely autistic and can't get past the blockers in their brain that allow them to realize there's more than just a binary choice as to whether or not you should engage with somebody, or understand that just because somebody roasts what you do doesn't mean that you now need to go to DEFCON 5 or DEFCON 1. So yeah, it's if you can get past that, I still regularly do and will help people that want that. Butthurt, yeah, very butthurt. What are we cooking up today? You're gonna see in just a minute. Okay, so we're actually almost done with this. We now just need the Autism Speaks thing. So we're gonna do. Do we want any of our characters to be the Autism Speaks person, or should we make a new person? Autists are very smart. Yeah, but these people aren't. These people aren't. Okay. Let's see. Like, do we? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Okay, Glossy, you read my fucking mind. You read my mind. What if it was Nux, right? A VTuber himself is the spokesperson for Autism Speaks. What if that's what if Nux in his Chad form is the spokesman for Autism Speaks? As though that's his that's what he actually looks like. And his avatar is just like an extension of what he is. Release Nux Phase 3. We're not gonna do Nux Phase 3. Not yet. We're saving that. Okay, so Nux Chad is walking down a corridor. Where should he be? Where should he be for the Autism Speaks portion? I still need to do a couple scenes of saying their characters and what they've ultimately chosen. Railroad. A railroad museum. Is In the Arms of an Angel. Is that copyright free? Is In the Arms of an Angel, is it copyright free? Like, can I use that, or is it going to get claimed? Thomas the Tank Engine Museum. In the Arms of an Angel is going to get... Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, that would have been... Don't think it's public. I figured it wasn't necessarily public domain, but shit, that would be perfect. Maybe we'll do the In the Arms of the Angel or In Arms of an Angel on for X to copyright. Yeah, I need to think of. Okay, we're gonna need to think of a music that's like sad about the about this. An art museum. I don't know if I want to. I don't think we want to do art in art museum. It's got to be something very corporate. Very very corporate. I know. Um, a mental asylum that has VTuber containment on the side of it. VTuber daycare on the side of it. As he says, with an action hero voice. Hold on. And then I'm gonna take the Autism Speaks logo and I'm just gonna slap it in there. I'm not gonna have it in there like by default, because it's not gonna let me. In the arms of a shekel. Oh. Okay. Okay. In the arms of a shekel. I think we can do that. All right, so what is Nux going to say? All right, we're here at the climax. He's gonna be here at the end. It's the VTuber daycare, and he's gonna say what's he going to say? Um, these severely people are afflicted with a terrible disease. Are afflicted with a terrible sickness known as parasocial retardation. These severely handicapped people are afflicted with a terrible sickness known as parasocial retardation. I think that should be good. We'll get 8 seconds out of that, and then we'll have him walking somewhere else. After we get the Nux portion done, we're gonna do one more talking or one more segment where he's gonna talk about how awful it is, and then we're gonna have where to donate, and it's gonna be the actual like all of the official information for Autism Speaks. So that's gonna actually be at the end, but then it's gonna be it's great. It's so great. This no, I'm not gonna use their stupid terminology. VTuber daycare on the side, and so these severely okay, so I'm gonna write. I need to figure out what he's gonna say next. Most theater kids hold on. Today, thousands of theater kids are making their own avatars, just like the generation before did with Sonic on Deviant Art for Sonic OC. And they need your help. Okay, this is going to be probably 10 seconds. So instead, so we did a walking segment, sitting in a large indoor play pen for adults. Hold on. That looks like a supersized version of a McDonald's play palace. Play area with a variety of fat people on mobility scooters, thin people crashing out on drugs, and Down syndrome retards head butting each other. Each one of the people in the playpen have shirts with a cringe anime avatar on them. Next size, as he says. Okay. Just outside the entrance to. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. This, I think we can make this 11 seconds. We got some credits. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Have him walking through the kitchen. Okay. All right, Renegade. I like it. That's going to be there. Yeah, we're going to do that. This is perfect because April is Autism Awareness Month. That's so good. Maybe have old folk making Sonic fanfic art. Okay. The camera cuts to a collection of elderly people that are with cerebral palsy, trying to draw Sonic the Hedgehog poorly in various colors. Excellent. Thank you. I love it. A character based on. Okay, let's see if we can get that through. Let's see. And then this one, we're gonna definitely redo that one. Yep. What a month! I wasn't even aware of that. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be amazing. I gotta wait for these two to generate. It's like Christian Sonic. Yeah. Can I add a real link to the background of the autism school? Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know what? I think that there's gonna be a Downey dressed up as Link in the kitchen, who is trying to throw a boomerang at something to try and cut it. That's what we're gonna do. That is what we're going to do. Oh yeah. The Tism Schism. Yeah. Or should there be should we have Tectone trying to cook something? and then someone tries to bother him, and he just turns around and just starts beating the fucking shit out of them in the kitchen. As Nux is calmly talking, the person he's beating up is just screaming for help. Oh my god, we just started a TISM fundraiser. Yes, yeah. Oh god, alright, that's what we're gonna do. A Down syndrome tech tone? Oh, oh, oh my god. Oh my god, it did it. It did it. I didn't think it was possible. Okay. Alright, what do we got?
Today, thousands of theater kids are making their own avatars, just like the generation before did on DeviantArt for Sonic OC. And they need your help.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The voice is good. Tech Down speaks. Or we could have Tech Tone in the background, like being told like being like in chains, saying that I renounce Genshin over and over again as he's being taken away. All right, we're gonna get there. Yeah, in the old voices. So, Nux being blue, his third form of is Sonic. Oh no. he is gonna become a Sonic OC. Oh no. Tuition. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love it. Fate worse than death. Yeah. Yeah. Good lord. This is amazing. Listen, Seed Dance is so good. Like, again, we're not even creating our first image for this. We just have our character. We're just saying make it. I'm not even trying to make the image first and then having a first frame and going for it. One thing that's really important to note about Seed Dance 2 that's a bit different is everything that you add in as context and as reference, it'll use all of it as a reference. It may not directly just use something as like a first frame, but it's pretty cool.
These severely handicapped people are afflicted with a terrible sickness known as parasocial retardism. These
We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh shit, this didn't have no music in scene. Fuck. Okay. Alright. God damn it. It's always the most god-awful stuff that we're most creative about. We're an extremely talented community for coming up with stupid shit. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, this fucking frog is gone tomorrow. Can't forget, I forgot the Cardinal Brilliant. I know. Well, I thought it was already there, and that's why I did it, so that's my bad. I'm gonna have to, I have a little bit more cash. I'm gonna get some more credits here. Probably. Okay, thank God it failed. Alright, excellent. Perfect. This is how our autism speaks? Yes. Yes. Found out late that dragging the last frame into the first is the key for extending the length. Yeah, here's the thing, right? If you're using Seed Dance 2, you can actually use the previous clip that you generated as the continuation for the next. You don't need to do first frame, last frame. If you actually instead reference the video clip that you want to reference, it's not only it's going to actually infer the motion and or of it's going to infer the motion, the voices, and everything of the previous scene and where things were, all that good shit. So using video as reference is really powerful, really, really powerful. All right. One thing that's pretty great. I discovered something with Suno, and I'm gonna share it. I'm not gonna actually make the video. So those that aren't aware, this is Tectone. He did this on stream.
What's happening?
Right? So he did that. Then we had...
No. Oh, wait. Saikuno? I don't fucking know because he's cute, quirky, and just really fucking hot. Oh, yeah.
Don't know why. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. So what do? Well, we pull the audio. We take it into Suno. Suno. Suno can do it. So we have that version, and then we have the other one, which was... If I said it to him, yeah, he said he hates it.
This is cute cracking. This is cute cracking. This is cute cracking. This is cute cracking. This really fucking hot.
Dude, you can do some shit with this. And so what did I do? Well, I generated both of these because you can't just have it all in one go, right? So instead I generated these separately, and then I did this. Right, so this is the mashup.
This is cute cracking. This is cute cracking. It's really fucking hot.
Dude, tell, like, come on, dude.
This is cute cracking. It's really fucking hot.
It's guys, you don't fucking need to know how to chop shit up or anything like that. You just feed it into fucking Suno and you go for it. It slaps so much harder than it should. It has no right to be this effective. I know, it really it doesn't. Where's the like original one? Oh yeah. Like some of these others. It's so easy. It's so easy to do. Like, I don't know. It's so fucking easy to do, man. It's so simple. And yeah, so I found that out. You can do that. It's gonna be great. They're gonna be playing that in the German dance clubs. I'm going to fit that in somewhere into the second part. Maybe it'll be the next phase of driving is that he's gonna have that. I don't know if I'm gonna publish it, but yeah, that's kind of where it is. Yeah, Tectone just yelling. You're see, listen. If you guys have a bunch of quotes of Tectone, and you can send me audio or video, just like clips of it, I will make the ultimate Tectone fucking dance remix that like anyone has ever heard in their fucking life. It's so easy. It's so easy to do. We'll do it on stream, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Yeah, if you guys can find that, I'm just listen. I would love to be able to do that, but like whenever I think of having to go and get all of that shit, it's just like debilitating, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't be fucked. But if you guys have those, then we can certainly go for it, and can help me out with that. We'll make something great. Spent $3,000 in gacha wife. Do we have to, like? There's some essential quotes that we have to have, but yeah. Sucky Sucky is the name of the song. I might put that on SoundCloud. Okay.
These severely handicapped people are afflicted with a terrible sickness known as parasocial retardism. These severely handicapped people.
I think we'll take that. I think we'll take it. There's a few quotes of him talking about fucking lobsters. Yeah. Why do I fuck lob? Yeah. Failed. Why did it fail? We'll try twice. Crowdsourcing sound bites. Yeah. He could become the lady boy. Oh no. Jesus Christ. All right, where are we at? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. All right, we're gonna keep working on this. My my energy levels are draining slowly. I'm gonna need to get another coffee soon. Just listen on any given stream, it'll give you a gem. Yeah, I know, but I know there's a lot of people that are like. What I mean is, a lot of people already have the clips, right? A lot of people already have them downloaded. You want to know what I'm? Here's an example, right? I have a couple of him that are downloaded. Let me show you guys some of the ones that I have that I could fucking use, and I probably should use because they're fucking amazing. Where is it? Yeah, here's one.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking.
Perfect.
You fucking.
That one's excellent. Yep, we got that. And then we also got like,
all right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds. Ah, no, but the tectone.
okay. All right, Tectone. God damn it. You guys are gonna leer.
All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds. Ah, no, but the tectone. Come on, let's take your meds. Ah, no, but the.
Hold on. All right, and we got this. Take this. Oh no, the tectone. I don't give a fuck. And then we're gonna go Suno. Let's do like fucking Ghetto House. We'll do that again. Put that there. Make it 135. And then audio, upload, documents. Oh no, the tectone. So he's who Nux is fundraising for. Okay, so we have our audio, and then we're gonna go here and sample. And fine tune, and we're gonna go down here to options. Oh no, the tectone is the song name. Audio influence. Let's make it 50%. Create. All right, let me show you guys how to do this. Oh no, but the tectone reminds you of Insane in the Brain. Yeah. All right, here's how you create one of these. First off, you want your audio influence to be up. Style influence, this is a time where you kind of want it to be up a little more. And let's see.
All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds.
Okay, so this didn't do what I wanted. So 22 seconds. All right, we're gonna just create again because it fucked up. Right, with a lot of these, you're gonna get really short generations.
All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your.
Yep, didn't understand it. Again, this is going to be a short failed generation. All right, what's this?
Oh, whoa! Hey! All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds.
Okay, that was also another failure. Right, so a lot of these, they're 16 seconds, 9 seconds, 22 seconds. You want to keep going until you actually have a song length, so it takes time. Nipple, I think, was also in chat when I was making the original, and he could see just how many generations it took for it to, like, not, like, fuck itself. I'm actually just going to queue up a bunch of these. All right, what's
I
this
like
one?
Grandpa, let's take your meds.
Okay, 22 seconds.
I like Grandpa, let's take your meds.
Okay, also a
I
failure.
like Grandpa, let's take.
Okay, failure.
I like Grandpa, let's take your.
All right, that's a failure. I'm just gonna hard cut.
Hey, all right, Grandpa, let's take your meds.
Yeah, also a failure. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna up the style influence. This is what it takes. This is what it always takes, and it's frustrating.
All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds. I like Grandpa.
Okay, and then it just fucks itself. Okay.
Let's take.
Oh. Okay, so it just used it once. All right, that's not what I'm after.
When I Grandpa, let's take your meds.
There we go. Ah, there's only once.
I like Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds. I know, but that don't.
Oh my god. Like just like I could just see just like fucking like throwing that as a Molotov into somebody's set and just seeing what happens. That's amazing. Okay. If you have the clip for the Kaya thing, Brando, we'll do it.
Let's take your meds. I know, but the got don't.
I know you. Yeah, guys, we can make some shit.
Bump this.
So yeah, anytime you see one of these where you have it's like 12 seconds, 15 seconds, all of these just fucking straight up delete. They are fucking terrible. Actually, you know what? Instead, we're just gonna downvote them because they're awful and I don't want to see them again. And they are not what I want. I need to do that more instead of just delete lately. Those are all bad. Oh no, put the deck down. That's what I heard. Oh no. Okay, bad Jen, bad. Dude, you're looking for the waifu clips. Is that just uploaded as audio? Yeah, I just uploaded the fucking thing as audio.
Couple others take your man. Ah, no, but the duck home.
I swear to God, if I actually, you know, the funniest. Okay, I'm just thinking about this. You know, the funniest shit that could possibly be from all of this. He has no idea who the fuck I am, and this is just like just thinking out loud. The funniest outcome is if I can just make a bunch of fire tracks that are based on shit that he says, and he just happens to stumble in on music that I'm just blasting, and he's just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is how AI lays. You have to tell it sucks. Yeah, absolutely. How do you get the AI to trigger so well? I just use Suno, and Suno does it.
It's a beat, cause up.
Don't be the fuck it.
Here's a large part of it, right? Here's a really large part of it. You have to curate. Like, you guys are saying how many that I'm rejecting, right? So, you have to really curate it and really make sure that it doesn't suck balls. The other thing that you really have to do is make sure that you're choosing a good style that actually matches, like, remixing something like this. You can't just, like, take whatever the fuck, because the way that it takes samples is going to vary greatly based on style. Like, if I do hip-hop, it's going to do something very different than if I do, EDM. We use audio, it never works for me. Yeah, this is just somebody's voice, somebody speaking. That's why it's working. If I were to use licensed music, it wouldn't work. Didn't even use it yet.
Let's take your man. Dry now, but the duck home.
Okay.
Dry now, but the duck down. Dry now, but the duck down.
Let's try more. We're gonna get something, and then I'll show you guys how to combine it. How to get audio? Yeah, it's you see what is used as audio, not sample. Yeah, what you gotta do is you gotta go upload it, go here, remix, sample. That is how you do it. Oh shit, it pinged everyone again? Oh god. I apologize, everyone. I did not see that it pinged everyone in Discord. That's great. Okay, bad. Yeah, I didn't know that the everyone ping went out again whenever the stream reconnected. Trying to get the sample. Okay.
Come on, bitch. meds. Come on, let's take your meds. Ah, no, but the gut down. All right, Grandpa, let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds. I know, but the no, but the gut down.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I was not expecting that change up. That was
Let's take your meds. Come on, let's take your meds. I know, but the no, but the no.
Hey, listen, Face, guess what? All of us do too. Don't worry about it. No, like, all of us do, just like you, buddy. It's fine. Call the track 22%. Yeah, we could. If I wasn't on YouTube right now, I'd show you a couple songs that are fun. Is this for Tectone Part 2? Oh, it's gonna be. Okay. Yeah, we gotta get him in touch with this 22% side. Hey, Face, you know what? I'm curious. Right? Listen, I love strong entries. Especially, like, in chat, I love it when people do shit like that. I am all about it. I'm just very curious. How frequently do you get banned out of a chat for that? Curious for my own personal research, by the way.
I like Grandpa, but take your meds. Come on, bitch, take your meds. I know, but the got
It's over on Kick.
Grandpa, bitch, take your meds. Come on, bitch, take your meds. Grandpa, bitch, take your meds. Grandpa.
I mean, if they think it's gonna, I give a shit about it. Then I mean, they're very wrong. It doesn't bother me, and I agree. So I don't know what they expected. Oh no, I'm so offended. Like,
Grandpa, bitch, take your meds.
It's why you fucking, when people have fucking text to speech enabled on their donations, that's why you donate with something that's going, especially if it's played out loud, like in public. That's why you message and you donate with something that's probably going to get them punched in the face. That's why you do it. It's what you got to do. So. Okay. After this, we're gonna get back and finish our shit.
Come on, let's take your meds. Come on, come on.
It's decent. It's just not using the sample as much. I need to really play with it more and figure out samples more, because it's kind of frustrating. You know what? Just to play with it, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go back to our original BPM. I think 128 is actually probably decent for what we're trying to get across. Sorry, I apologize. One last one. I just want to see if audio influence higher makes it use the sample more. That's all I care about. All I care about. I also do hate that Restream does not show anything that happens on Kick. I just see people. I just see chat. That's all I see. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. That's handled. Someone just needing something from me. It's all done. Easy. You know what, Brando? Brando, you know what? You know what? Brando, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Give me a second. Let's see. I need the where's the shit? No, it's just the sucky one. I need something else. Where's was it here? Give me a moment. I'm looking. I think like I have the giraffe pussy one somewhere. Let me see what I can find. Where's my folder? There it is. Yeah, if only I was actually intelligent and had labeled things properly, we'd be good. Huh. Wait. Thanks, Windows.
You don't understand the deeper themes behind the giraffe.
Excellent. Okay. Downvote, downvote. All right, so the draft pussy. We'll do that real quick, and then we'll do a giraffe pussy, and then the Smeagol one.
You know, if you...
No. MP4, MP4, MP4. Hmm. I'll look for the gay retarded Smeagol one later. I know it's somewhere. I have to have it. 46 seconds not going to be good enough. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. Upload audio. Nope, I don't want to browse. Upload. Downloads. Okay, we're gonna upload dress pussy. Currently too short. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it longer. It's fucking me up now. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. We're gonna... We're gonna generate... And generate... you know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I need to piss and I need to eat. So I'm gonna make me some food. I think I'm gonna make some rice, and I think I got some leftover sausage. So that sounds pretty good to me. No bananas. My melanin content is not nearly dark enough for me to do bananas and rice, but rice and sausage. It's gonna be a very fun little time. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go eat, make some food. I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna do all that shit, and I'm gonna finish this up and I'm gonna upload it. So this is gonna be actually live, probably in like a few hours. So it'll be a good time. It'll be fun. I'm gonna post it on X as well as on YouTube. So yeah, and I think on X, I think I might just do "In the Arms of an Angel" as the background music just for X, because what the fuck are they gonna do? And I'm not monetized on X, so it'll be fun. Also, your IQ is too high for that. Yeah, that's very true. That's very, very true. You want to hear about the deeper meaning behind the giraffe pussy? I need to find the original screen recordings I did of those, so I can actually pull that. I don't know where the audio files for those went, so I just need to do some searching and looking. And if I have to go back and re-record it, then I got to go back and re-record it. It doesn't matter to me, but that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna go do all that. Listen, here's the plan, right? The plan is tomorrow we're gonna stream, so we're gonna keep working on shit tomorrow. For those that haven't seen it, working on an original creation, so actual all original, not relying on anything else, doing my own deal. And so we're gonna work on that a little bit tomorrow, so we can work on something a little bit more cinematic. I probably will be able to get some more credits, so we can use Cinema Studio 3.5. But
is that the one you caught?
Yes, sir.
No one steals from me.
No one steals from me!
Get the fuck off my sidewalk.
So we're going to be doing, there's a lot of work that needs to be done for some of this, but the general gist of it is we're going to work on kind of creating a trailer and sizzle reel of sorts that's just something that's different and unique, and trying to work within the constraints of Sea Dance 2 and trying to fight IP as much as possible. And we're just going to create something cool and wild, just to kind of see and gauge if there's interest. So that, actual, movie trailer, shit like that, maybe some extra scenes, and kind of plan out where we're going. I'll kind of talk about where I want it to go and what I have in mind. But it'll be really fun. K Crusader coming to Spotify. At some point it's going to be. The problem is that I keep running into is album art. Album art has been a very rough time to try and get for a while now. So I'm just trying to see what I can do, and get shit out there. But yeah, I do want to have it available for everybody. Yeah, Sea Dance 2, again, like, character delivery.
Where did you learn to pick locks?
The net?
That's like using a bagel as a fucking dildo.
It doesn't get the job done, and it just makes a mess.
So, you know, you can do shit like that. Some of it you have to like really spell out because it doesn't understand what you're going for, and it's kind of a disaster. Like I was trying to get it to say croissant, and it just was incapable of saying croissant. Trying to find the combat one that actually looked really good. Those are continuations, I think. Yeah, here's some of the older ones. Yeah, let me find one. I don't wanna pull up a bad one. Give me a second. Was that a Nux reference? No, it was not a Nux reference. I think it was one of these corner ones. I really need to do better with my generation organizing. That's not it. I spent quite a bit of credits to try and get these actually come out decent. Alright, here we go. So, you know, we can get combat, we can get shit going. Even if we wanted to do, and these are all really bad. But I'm going to show one of these anyways. Like we are going to create something pretty fucking cool. So, and I know Nux uses bagels as weapons, exactly. Yeah, but it's we're gonna create something really cool, really awesome. I really want to push the limits of what we can kind of get done with AI. Some of it is going to obviously be limited by quite a bit. But finally, we got rockets to work. I did. Like even and some of the other generations weren't super great.
Miss all the way.
Yeah, that kind of ruined the entire generation for me. But like the speed was good.
Miss all the way.
I don't know why there was two right there. Like see something like that, like you could take and then you can do some cuts to try and make it work. It sounds like Thor. Yeah, that's not the voice of the character that we're going for. I'll let me find the.
What are we going after this time?
No. Where was it? I think it was this one.
Do you remember the last job we did? Yeah, it was a disaster. I told you that job was fucked. Paid good though, right? I got us another one. No amateurs this time. Do you remember the...
We're gonna be able to get some shit done. It'll be a good time.
So you mean to tell me that pirates from Nyx robbed me? I expect every single one of you races of human skin to do your fucking jobs. I'm getting on the next flight to Laurelville, and you need to have better fucking news. So you mean...
If you compare what I just showed you to what we were able to do with what Shitfester were making, I'll show you what we got. Army of Two vibes. Yeah, it's kind of it's a little bit of Army. There's quite a bit that's going on with it, but it'll be fun. I'm fairly confident it'll be fun. Several. Let's try that. So, is it the space world you generated a couple months ago? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's the idea that I have right now for it. I'll show what we've been working on this whole time for those that, just so everyone can kind of see where we're where we're currently at. Oh. But yeah, the concept that I have is their previous corporate employees, that worked in security. They left because they didn't like doing that shit anymore, and they're doing their own thing, pirating people, working together to fucking do shit. I don't know. I hope it'll be fun. I hope it'll be a good time. I hope we can flesh it out more to make it interesting. But that's the idea and the concept that I have in my mind. Anyways, this is what we got so far.
Time to use my experience in theater from art college.
I'm gonna be a badass dragon lift born in a nebula with an admiral jacket, and I'll use a voice changer too, so girls wanna fuck.
No, my character needs to be skinny. It can't be fat at all.
No, my character needs giant tits.
You ain't got no hope in that department, you crack horde bitch.
I want to be a lolly character to bait people like me.
I'm gonna be a pirate!
I want my character to have a gas mask so I can contain my farts. And I want the eyes to glow. Like a demon!
I am God. Through black magic, I control the most powerful anime in the world. Pippa, Kirasha, Leaf It, Powder, and more of those motherfuckers are all me. That's right. You dung famp to a
fat black man down here in Alabama. Munya!
These severely handicapped people are afflicted with a terrible sickness known as parasocial retardism.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, there's gonna be one more scene talking about it, and then it's gonna be a donation scene, and then it's gonna be them struggling to handle and cope with life. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. It's probably gonna be it can't be longer than like a minute 45. It's gonna be good when it comes out. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up the last little bits, so it'll be done. One last thing that I did kind of want to bring up is very recently, LTX it's not LTX is like Linus's fucking bullshit. This is their own thing, and they have LTX desktop, and I know you can use Comfy UI. This is just a much easier to use thing. If you have a powerful GPU, you can do a considerable amount here, and what you can't do locally, you can actually offload to an API if that's something you want to do. Here's the thing: is that with LTX 2.3, I'm gonna play with it, and I'm gonna try and get something that has some guardrails, because this is not censored. Like, if you wanted to make your own OnlyFans with a fake girl, this is the type of like model that you would use. Like, you can go that far if you want to. The thing is, there's a lot of benefits to doing it locally in something like this. And okay, for example, let's say you want to have a complete workflow of a very specific McDonald's, right? And you know that you're not going to get that with an online service, or you're going to be restricted because of copyright or whatever the case may be. Even down to the individual signage, you can have all of those as elements and all of those as aspects that you can have consistent locally, and it's a lot easier to get those in locally. So there's a lot of reasons for it. It's not as good as Sea Dance 2. There's a lot of ways you can kind of get it to that point with extra checkpoints and Lauras and shit like that. But you can do up to 1080p. I think you can actually do 4K locally, but most people don't have the machine to do 4K local. You know, I have a 5090 and I can do 1080p LTX 2.3 fast. In fact, let's create just a quick thing. It hopefully doesn't crash anything. Fat man in a frog suit, running along a sidewalk, in a busy downtown area. Let's see what we get. We're gonna do this local. Speed up inference and save memory with fleet. Yeah. So it's gonna take a little bit to generate, but hey, it's free. You know, as long as you have the hardware for it, it's yours and you can use it local. The problem is getting everything to be perfect. LTX is not like a lot of the online services where you can use this exact prompt. Instead, you need more detail with it, like camera, lens, all that shit. Like, you're gonna need to add a lot more to your prompts every single time. But by and large, like, it's still pretty decent for what it is. Only Faps, McD's, Only Fries. Yeah, no, you can do all sorts of shit. Maladaptive variant of making your own character in Paracosm. Exactly. No, you could go pretty fucking crazy with it. And if you look at something like Civet AI, and you have all the filters open, and you don't Windows security, why are you blocking this? Fucking assholes. Yeah, you can do quite a bit. It takes a while for usually a lesser product, but hey, you can at least generate local. And if you have the hardware, you can do some shit with it. Anyways, that's enough of me yapping. I really gotta fucking piss. I gotta piss like a racehorse. I'm gonna go do that. You guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. Actually, real quick, if you want to support what I do, themenacecrew.com, there's merch that you guys can buy. I don't really make much from anything there. I put it just above what it costs to buy the shit, just because, you know, I don't want to have to owe money for shipping. So that's what's there. And then there's Patreon. There's all sorts of other shit. We are going to do a Patreon exclusive stream coming up. I'm probably going to do that on Sunday. So that I'm going to make an announcement on that. So Patreon, you guys are going to get your own thing. It's going to be pretty cool. And then, you know, there's PayPal. There's all that shit. It's a fantastic time. However you guys want to support, if that is something that you want to do. However, best way to support me, share a video, brighten someone's day, make someone laugh. It's really important. Everybody needs it. And it's you have no idea how much that can improve somebody's day or prevent somebody from having a significantly a really, really bad time. I know from experience, there's been a couple times where I've sent someone a funny and it has completely removed anything, you know, they had going on, no matter how dark it was. So just know that it does matter. Let's look at our gen real quick that we got. What do we get? Local, 5 seconds. Is it perfect? No. But it's free, and if I just needed something to get the job done, it's fine. Is today's video related to the Discord announcement? It is, but here's the thing. It's also oh my god! I also just realized VTuber. How accurate is that? No. Yeah, no. The video is it targeted towards them? I mean, not particularly. There's just an epidemic of people VTubing as the most like cringy theater kid shit imaginable. people just don't have, like, they have the personality of a wet sponge to begin with, or they just rely on giant titties with a voice changer. It's so wild. It's so wild. You thought you did that on purpose? I didn't. I actually just noticed it, and it's perfect. It's excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, or afternoon. Asobi, hit me up probably tomorrow. We're gonna sort out why you only have a 1080. We're gonna fix that for you. We're gonna upgrade you in some way. Listen to real good music. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all. Later. I'll see you tomorrow, 8:30 or 9, somewhere around there. I'll see you.